Hi Danielle, this is how to get a Google Classroom account. I don't know if you already have one, that's great, you just log in. If you don't, just type in Google Classroom, it's usually the first thing that comes up. And then you'll sign up through your Gmail account. Now if I do it, it's just going to bring me to my account, but you can tell what to do from there. But please make sure you sign up as a teacher. It's very important that you sign up as a teacher. And then I'll just have you join, I don't know, you can join my third period class. So if you want to join a class, you'll have this up here, this plus sign. You go to join class, and then you'll need a class code. So I'll do period 4. So the class code for you to join, to see what we're doing here, is 7F04OFM. So you'll be joining as a student, so your name will show up here. So every day when the kids come in, they go here. I have a new post every day. So then they'll click on the link, and they each have an iPad. Super lucky, don't spread that around. And I do the date, what we're going to do for the day, any corrections, like for example, we did this yesterday. So they have a link on here about what the corrections are. We go over, what they need to work on. Like this activity, for example, yesterday they had a partner, they had their vocab, they work on it together, brainstorm, put something together. It's typically how I like to do things. So if, that's not what you like, then, that might be an issue. But typically it works out very well. I like the kids to be able to talk about it. And then we do a quiz trade where they have vocab cards. They go around and ask each other, quiz each other, they trade cards, they high five, put their hand up, move on to another one. We do that, a couple times a week. Gets the kids up and moving, and the blood flow is good for their brain and their thinking. So we're about midway into the vocabulary, so I try to do all kinds of different activities. So today's Pictionary. We did Pictionary using the marker boards, or the iPads, instead of the marker boards. I do try to do different things. Sometimes they usually work out. Sometimes we have a few glitches. So the kids did this. They had the whole test, or the whole group of words. Those are the directions for any kids who get lost. And the Socrative, I run these. There are digital exit tickets. So when I launch a quiz, this is the quiz I launched today, they just take it in class. I don't typically take the grade on it. I give them their, I usually do Teacher Pace. There are all kinds of different websites. This is just one of them. And not their favorite, but we got to mix it up. So they get their score right back. They shuffle their answers. So anyway, they'll get these. I'll see how they do. I can see what kid did each one, and when we're done, it gives me a spreadsheet. I show them and have them evaluate, okay, do you need to study? They don't have written homework hardly ever. Their homework, like from when we start on Monday all the way through Christmas, is they need to study the vocabulary. We do it in class. They're supposed to do it at home, and they get feedback every day on, okay, how am I doing? So that's really up to them. And this we did not get started today, but this will be a writing assignment that is posted here. You can kind of take a peek. When they open this up, it says each student will get a copy. So they will type in their answers here, and then as you can see, they're going to type in there. And then when they are done typing, I'm going to have them share it with a partner right here to allow commenting, right? So that's how they peer edit, so their partner can see this. And I gave them a how-to video. Click here. So you can see a lot of it is digital. I don't know if she's into that or not. But it's nice and it's good for the kids. And then we'll just do this one day, maybe over 2 days, and then this one. So we do go pretty slowly. But, Diane and Deb both agreed that the best thing we could do is get a ton of vocabulary. So basically what we do is I start them off with a vocabulary, then I give them some sentence starters to mix and match, then I do some questions that they can use those sentences with, try to put it together in a conversation, and sometimes sorry, a kid just asked me a question. And then we try to get a conversation if there's enough vocabulary. So that's typically what we do for each time. So it's vocab heavy. I don't really do any grammar at all. It's a waste of time. The kids don't get it. They don't apply it, and they're just not ready for it. If they want to do that in high school, they can, but the students here should be able to have those sentence starters, the vocabulary, mix and match, put it together, and have some conversations by the end of the year. You can go ahead and take a peek through at some of the other, like sometimes to start things off, I'll ask them a question. So I asked them this question yesterday to see, okay, do you understand what we're doing? So they type it in, then we share on the board and talk about, okay, who gets it, who doesn't get it, and then they have a chance to correct it. So I'm not like a do it and get a grade. I'm more like do it, it's not right, fix it, look around, ask around, just to give you an insight onto how things go in here. The last project they did was online. It was this one, and they were... when we're talking about describing other people, so they got a person, and then they had to come up with 8 sentences with different sentence starters, different adjectives in the right form. That's how I do the putting things together instead of the grammar kind of thing. So, it works out pretty well, and they get to learn a little tech on the way. So if you want to join that class, if you have any issues, I can talk you through it on the phone, but I'm sure you'll be just fine. And as a side note, you could start a Google Classroom for like SAT prep or for juniors, seniors. You could start one for each of those, and you could post things here, or I post things on the About tab. So we had some vocabulary. I post the answers here when we're done, so that even if the kids lose their sheets, they can go here. So they have everything they need. They can put it on their phone, they can do it on the laptop, they can do it on their iPad. So I do try to, I'm really not super great about keeping up with this, but I'm trying to go back and add some in there. So I know this was super long, but just to give you an insight onto what goes on here. Okay, let me know.